Hello, Bronwyn Lund from Bronholm Tours here. Behind me is my hometown, my town city of Perth, and today I'm going to take you for a walk around Kings Park, which is the beautiful park in the centre of the city. So I hope you enjoy the tour. In front of us here is the city of Perth, and just down on the river is Elizabeth Quay. That's a whole new building construction that's just happened in the last 2 years, and it's also going to be the subject of another walk where we go from one side of the city through the city and onto Elizabeth Quay. But for now we're going to turn around and we're going to take a walk through Kings Park. On our right is a fairly fabulous view of the city of Perth, and all of the high-rise buildings are either finance companies, but most of them are mining companies. So mining is really the mainstay of the economy in Western Australia, and Perth has become a very wealthy city as a result of mining. So I'm just going to walk across the lawn here and go up to the line of trees. And walk down what is called Fraser Avenue, and it's just a really impressive line of trees. Right, so we'll just stand here for a few seconds and enjoy the trees along this road. This is the main entrance into the park. It's quite impressive. So the path we just walked along is down to the left, and from here we have a great view of the south of Perth and the Swan River, which is the main feeder river that connects Perth and Fremantle together, and Fremantle is the port out to the Indian Ocean. come to the end of the stand of gum trees, and over to the right is Fraser's Restaurant. I've been to a few wedding receptions at that restaurant on the right hand side. It's a great place. Come and eat.
Du likes to kjøre rundt i navnet. En fotballplass.
Seems to be some sort of memorial service going on up here and there's a war memorial just on the other side of these trees. But we'll go down and around the bottom because there's quite a magnificent view of the river from the bottom of the war memorial. Okay, so here's a history of the Mount Eliza Escarpment, which is the hill that Kings Park sits on. In the beginning there was kangaroo hunting, and Mount Eliza Escarpment was an important hunting ground for Noongar. Kangaroos were herded and driven over the edge of the scarp, providing a bountiful meat supply for gathering clans. Quite a clever way to do it. Freshwater spring at the foot of Mount Eliza is a permanent freshwater spring. It has links to the mythical Woggle, rainbow serpent, and provided invaluable fresh water to the Noongars who traditionally camp there. Gooniynup is the Noongar name for this important area. And then after the settlement of white people, the area was used for quarrying and logging. And until the late 1800s, colonists quarried limestone and logged timber commercially from the scarp to provide building materials for the town of Perth. Then, by the late 1800s, there were Victorian terraces being built onto the escarpment. Imagine a day's outing to Kings Park in 1899. Arrive by ferry to the Mount Eliza foreshore, take tea at the terraces' tea rooms, rest in the intimate limestone grottos, promenade up the terraces and enjoy the exotic succulent gardens. And then the last part of the journey of the park was exotic plantings, where a botanic garden has been established. Exotic plants such as pines and agaves were planted over the years in an attempt to help stabilise the face of the scarp. Unfortunately, the root systems of these plants provided limited soil reinforcement and contributed to erosion problems. So that just gives us a little bit of a history of the area. So this is the main lookout area of the park, and it provides a pretty incredible view out over the Swan River and the city of Perth. just going to follow the path around the escarpment of Kings Park. You can see we're actually quite high up. We can see right over to the other side of the river, and it's quite a wide body of water. It actually splits in two at this point, and the right hand split remains the Swan River and goes off down to Fremantle, and the left hand split turns into the Canning River. Very important waterway for this city to be able to access its harbour. Now we're just entering the Botanic Garden. It's the end of summer, in fact the middle of autumn here now, so the Botanic Garden is not looking terribly botanical. It's rather dry. It will lush up over the next few months. The rains have already started, but it's very typical of Australian plant life. That's called the Kokoda Track, which actually goes down to the river, and it's actually been created to commemorate the men who were imprisoned on the Kokoda Trail during the war. And just a little bit further up this way, we'll come to a treetop walk. So I just want to walk through that treetop walk, and then we'll end the tour there. But you can catch glimpses of the river on the left through the trees. Just basically following the path of the river around on top of the hill. It's quite funny, you can always pick the Europeans, they're always walking on the other side of the path. Whereas Australians tend to walk on the left-hand side of the path. The Europeans are always So this is the entrance to the Treetop Walk. Right, so that was a walking tour of Kings Park on the Mount Eliza Escarpment in Perth, Western Australia, and including the Treetop Walk along the Swan River. This is Bronwyn Lund signing off from Bronholm Tours. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Bye for now.